Hello, in this short video, I'm going to show you how to prepare an image for use in FlatRate Plus Online. On my desktop, I have an image ready to be edited. I'm going to double click to open it. Now that should open it in some type of editing software. We're just going to use Paint, which is free with Windows. You can use Paint or Paint 3D. I'll right click, just in case it doesn't open for you in Paint. I'll right click and we'll go down to Open With and select Paint. You can also set Paint as your default editor for certain file types, or all file types, image file types that is. So here we have an image of an item, and if I zoom out, and I'm going to zoom out by pushing down my control key and just rolling the wheel of my mouse, and I could also zoom out right here. If I zoom out, I can see that this image is a little bit wider than it is tall. If I look down at the size at the bottom, it says 1500 by 1196 pixels. Now I want this image to be square, or as square as possible, because it will look better on the website. The website was designed to have images that were symmetrical, the same height, same width. So we need to somehow make this square. Now here's how we can do it. Notice that it is a bit wider than it is tall, so I'm just going to grab that little handle right there and pull it down until I see 1500 tall, and I'm almost there. 1500 tall, let go. So here it is, 1500 tall. Now it is square, but the image is not centered. So we can grab that image and center it. And the way we'll do that is we will click the select box in Paint right here, and now we can select the image. And we'll do that by just pushing the mouse button down and highlighting the image. And I'm going to highlight that much of it. And that will allow me to drag it down. Now I let go of my mouse. I will drag this down until it's centered right like that. And that's close enough. It may not be perfect, but that should do it. All right, now there's other ways to do this, but this is a quick way of doing it. And that image should look nice when you look at it in the flat rate item or the flat rate task. Now it's important that the size be as small as possible. And you can make the image a lot smaller if it is not already a JPEG. That means the extension is JPG. You can do a save as and save it as a JPEG. This was originally a PNG, which was much larger. I did a save as, made it a JPEG. If yours is not a JPEG, we would recommend that you use JPEG, because in almost all cases you just don't need the advantages that a PNG give you, and you certainly wouldn't want a bitmap. JPEG is probably the best right now. All right, so if I hit the save button, you'll see that it resized right there. Now it's 362 kilobytes. And really, that's okay, but this image is a lot bigger than it needs to be. This image right here is probably twice as big as it needs to be. So I could go one step further. I could click the resize right here and pick the percentage and just make it 50% of what it used to be. 50% horizontal, 50% vertical. Click OK, and that image will be a lot smaller. Now, notice it's 750 by 750 now. The size hasn't changed because I haven't hit the save button. I'm going to do a save as, because I might want that image in its original size. So we will just add the word small right there. And now it's down to 148 kilobytes, and that will work. So this image will be just fine for FlatRate Plus Online. It should make a great image for our task, great image for items or anything else in the program. And like I said, although this isn't a large image, it's plenty big enough. In fact, I almost forgot that I zoomed in. If I zoom back out to 100%, you can see how it's still rather large. I could probably make it even smaller. I could come down to 75 and hit save. Let's see where we're at, 91. That looks pretty good. I'm going to stick with that. With that, I'll just hit save and close, and I'm finished. That's all there is to it. I hope this video helped, and I'll see you in the next one.